Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with 5 all new Easter Decor DIYs. Each project is affordable and super easy to do. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Now let's go ahead and get started. First up, we have DIY number 1, and for this one I'm going to be starting with this unfinished wood framed piece from Hobby Lobby, and I'm staining the outside of the frame with my walnut wood tint from Folk Art, and then I went ahead and stained the backside as well. Then for the inside, I'm just painting that with a white chalk paint. Next, I'm using 5 of these unfinished wooden bunnies, and these ones I believe are from Hobby Lobby. I'm painting them all a different color. I did this one with a really beautiful pink color, and then I did one in yellow, one in blue, one in green, and then I also did one in a really beautiful purple. I had this really cute banner from Hobby Lobby that says Happy Easter, and it was the perfect size for my sign. So here I'm just getting it draped how I want it on the top and then just using some hot glue on each side to secure it into place. I'm then going to be hot gluing my bunnies on the bottom of my sign underneath the Happy Easter banner, and I did overlap the bunnies because I thought it just looked a little bit better to be elevated. So I did the bunnies on the sides that had like the flopped over ear, and then the bunny with the straight ears, I went ahead and put him right in the center. Then to add some detail, I had this set of colored twine from Hobby Lobby with all of the Easter colors, and I thought it would be perfect because I have 5 bunnies and there's 5 different colors of twine. So here I'm just making a really simple bow with each color of the twine, and then I just hot glued each bow right underneath the bunny's ears, and I think that added just such a cute detail. I'm then using 5 of these unfinished wooden hearts, and I'm painting all of them with some white chalk paint. I'm then going to be hot gluing each heart in the center of the bottom of each bunny to add for their cute little tails. Then for the last little detail piece, I'm using these unfinished wooden flowers. These are either from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby, and I'm painting 2 of them pink and 2 of them with a purple color. I'm then going to be hot gluing those on each side of the banner. I did the purple one first, and then I topped that off with the pink one, and I think this just looks super cute on the top of my sign. This is what it looks like all finished. I love all of the colors on this. It just screams Easter. Obviously it says Happy Easter, but I really love how this one turned out, and I hope that you like this one too. Next is a DIY number 2, and for this one I'm going to be using one of these wood egg shapes from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting the entire egg with a brown chalk paint. Then I let the paint completely dry before adding this medium crackle, and this needs to be completely dry before I add my top color, which is a white chalk paint. And then I'm going to speed up the drying process a little bit, and I used my hair dryer to dry this white paint, and as you can see it's starting to crackle and give me that really distressed crackle look, which I love. Next, I'm going to be using a piece of this beautiful fabric that I just recently picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm just seeing how much of the fabric I need, and then I'm going to be wrapping it around the front of the egg and then securing that fabric in place using my staple gun. And I'm just going to be pulling the edges tight and stapling it along the edges as I go, kind of like if you were upholstering a piece of furniture or something like that, you would do the same technique. So once I have the fabric on, I wanted to add a piece of this burlap ribbon. This is from Sam's Club, and I actually love it so much, and it was really inexpensive and great quality. So here I just wrapped that burlap ribbon above the fabric, and then same thing, securing it with the staples along the back. Then to add a little bit more dimension, I wanted to add some of this striped neutral color ribbon right in the center of the burlap ribbon. So I just cut a strip of it and then put it right in the center of the burlap ribbon, and again, use some staples along the back side. Next, I'm using some Spanish moss and I'm just placing it inside of the ribbon and fabric. And then I'm going to be adding some greenery pieces that I had in my craft stash just behind all of that Spanish moss. And then I also had some of these really tiny white flowers. I just cut the stems a little bit and then placed the flowers right in the Spanish moss. And then decided to add this Happy Easter wooden cutout from Hobby Lobby. And I used my walnut wood tint again to give it a stained look. And then once the stain was completely dry, I went ahead and hot glued it to the right side of my egg, just right over top of the fabric. And then because I decided I wanted my egg to be on a stand, I took 3 of these unfinished wood planks from Dollar Tree and I hot glued all 3 of them together just to give it a thicker wood appearance. And then once they were glued together, I used that walnut wood tint once again just to stain everything. And then once that stain was dry, I hot glued my egg right in the center of my stand. I thought the egg needed a little bit more reinforcement in the back, so I hot glued 2 Jenga block pieces together and then I glued those right on the back side of my egg just to make sure it was extra secure. This is what it looks like all finished. I love how this one turned out and I am loving that crackle look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Now moving into DIY number 3. For this one, I'm going to be using this unfinished wooden bunny, and this one is from Hobby Lobby. I'm using some matte Mod Podge and I'm applying it to the entire front side of my bunny just using an old paintbrush. I'm then going to be using this really beautiful flower paper, also from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just pressing that onto the glue and making sure there's no bubbles underneath. And then I'm going around the bunny and cutting that extra paper away, which I'm not really sure why I didn't cut the paper first and then stick it to the bunny, but I didn't. So this is what I'm doing just to get rid of some of that excess paper, which I ended up probably wasting paper by doing this. So if you're doing this project, cut the paper before you put it to the bunny. After the paper was on the bunny, I went ahead and used that matte Mod Podge right over top of the paper and then let everything completely dry. To get rid of some of that overlapping paper on the edges, I used some sandpaper and just sanded it away, and it gives me a really nice clean edge. Then I'm going to be using some white chalk paint and painting around the entire outside of the bunny. And then I also painted the backside of the bunny with the white paint as well. Next, I'm using this checked blue and white ribbon with some of this like jute ribbon, and I wanted to add them together. So I went ahead and hot glued that jute ribbon right in the center of the checked ribbon. I just think it gives it so much dimension and I love the look of the two together. So once I have that strip all finished, I'm then going to be making a bow with this. But first I want to make my larger bow, and I'm going to be using some burlap ribbon to do that. I just crossed the 2 pieces in the front and then gathered them in the center to form a bow. And then I'm doing that same thing with that checked ribbon with the jute. I just kind of crisscrossed the front pieces over each other and then gathered them in the center. I'm then combining the 2 bows together and then using a piece of jute twine to tie them together, and then just making a knot in the back and cutting the extra pieces off. I did want to add a dovetail to the ends of all of my ribbon, so here I'm doing that. I'm then going to go ahead and attach that bow to the center of the bunny's neck, and then I'm going to use some of these really pretty little flowers, and I'm just hot gluing them all around the bow. And then I found some of these like blue colored flowers as well, and all of these are from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to be attaching those with the like pink pale color ones, and I just love these two together. I had this unfinished wood tag that I thought would be perfect for this, so here I am just painting it with some white chalk paint, and then I'm using some lowercase stamps to spell out the word hop. I'm then using a little bit of brown paint to just give that tag a little bit of distressing around the edges, and then I just used a piece of jute twine in the little hole, and then I'm going to be wrapping that around the bunny's neck and then just securing it by tying it and then using some hot glue. And this is what the bunny looks like all finished. I think he is so cute, and I love the ribbon and the flowers and just everything together. I really hope you like this one too. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into DIY number 4. And for this one, I'm gonna be using these 2 unfinished wood block bunnies, and these ones are also from Hobby Lobby. And I'm first gonna take the tag off of the back, and then I'm using these 2 scrap wood pieces from my stash. I'm gonna be using some of my dark chocolate colored chalk paint, and I'm painting both bunnies with this. I'm also going to be painting those 2 scrap wood pieces with that same brown chalk paint. Once I let everything dry completely, I'm then using this crackle medium, and I'm going to be applying a thin layer to both bunnies and also both of those scrap wood pieces. Then I'm letting those completely dry before applying my white chalk paint, and once they start to dry, just like when I did the egg earlier in the video, it will start to give me the really pretty like crackle distressed look. Again, I did the same thing to those scrap wood pieces. In this project, I'm going to be using one of these dowel rods, and I'm just going to be using that as a guide for the hole that I need to make and which drill bit I need to use. And then I drilled a hole on each one of my bunnies in the same spot. I'm then going to be doing the same steps for this dowel rod. I'm painting it with that dark chocolate colored paint, and then I let that dry. I put the crackle medium on that, and then once that was dry, I painted my white chalk paint on to give me that crackly look. I'm then taking those 2 scrap wood pieces and I'm gluing them together. I'm going to start assembling everything, and here I'm using my dowel. I put a little glue in the hole on my bunny, put the dowel in, and then did the same thing on the other side. So once I have that attached, I'm then taking those 2 scrap wood pieces and I'm hot gluing them on the bottom portions of my bunny. And then this is going to be the base now for the basket that I'm creating. Next, I'm going to be using 8 of these small wood strip pieces. These I did get in a bag or a bundle at Hobby Lobby. And here I'm just going to be marking off where I need to cut them down, and then I'm just using some miter shears to cut each wood piece. So like I said, I used 8 of them. And I wanted them to have that same crackly look, so I did those exact same steps on each one of these wood strips. I painted them with the brown paint, let that dry, did the crackle paint, let that dry, then did the white chalk paint, just so that everything looks consistent. So once I have everything painted, you can see it's going to start all looking really crackly like this, and then I can start attaching all of my pieces. So I did 4 on each side, and I left a little bit of a gap in between each one of the wood pieces. So I'm just going to continue to do that until I have my entire basket created. And then I'm going to use some Spanish moss on the inside, and the Spanish moss is from Dollar Tree. I'm then going to be using some greenery stems I had in my craft stash, just sticking those inside of the Spanish moss. And then I'm also going to be using some of these little pinkish peach colored flowers from Hobby Lobby, placing them just wherever in the basket, and then I topped it off with some of these mini eggs. Then to add some extra detail to both bunnies, I used some of this jute ribbon and I tied it around the bunny's neck, but I couldn't actually make a bow with it when it was tied around the neck. So what I ended up doing was just making a separate bow, and then I just kind of overlapped it in the front and hot glued that down, and then I hot glued the bow right in the center. And again, I did that to both bunnies. This is how the bunny basket turned out. I think it is so cute, and I had a lot of fun creating this one. Now we're in the fifth and final DIY in today's video. I'm going to be starting with this paper mache egg from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm using these floral napkins from Home Goods. In case you're wondering, Home Goods has a great selection of napkins. So here I'm just going to be unfolding the napkin, and then you probably guessed it, I'm going to be just taking the napkin apart by removing the plies. So I just want it to be just the flower portion of the napkin. But you know how the napkins around all four sides normally has like a pattern, or you can kind of see that it's like printed a little bit? I don't like that, so I'm cutting that off of all four edges. And then once I have those cut off, I'm just gonna start tearing the napkin in a bunch of different pieces. And then I realized, oops, I didn't take the other layer off of my napkin. So here you can see I'm just making sure that I have all of those layers, so I'm only using the flower layer. I'm continuing to tear pieces of the napkin off, and then once I have several pieces ready, I'm gonna get my paper mache egg and I'm gonna start applying some Mod Podge to the egg, and then I'm going to be taking my pieces of napkin, placing them over the glue, and then just pressing it down flat, making sure I'm really careful so that I don't tear my paper because it is super thin. I continued to do that over and over again until I had my entire egg completely covered in the tissue. And it doesn't really matter if you overlap, you are gonna have to do that a little bit if you want your egg to be like completely covered, and it's still gonna have a really beautiful look. I'm also going to be using two of these terracotta like lids, I guess you could say, and I'm going to be using some white chalk paint and painting both of them. I believe one of them is a 2-inch and the other is a 3-inch. So once I have them painted, I let them completely dry, and then I'm going to be using two of these unfinished mini wooden candlesticks. These ones are from Hobby Lobby, and I'm staining them with a walnut wood tint. I'm then using some hot glue to attach the two candlesticks together, and then I'm going to be using hot glue to attach the candlesticks to the two terracotta lids. Gosh, I couldn't think of what they were called. And I did the smaller one on the top and then the larger lid on the bottom. So next I'm using some Spanish moss, placed it in the smaller of the lid, and then I'm just going to be placing my egg right on top. And to add a little detail, I used some of this white rope and just tied a really cute bow. And this is what the project looks like all finished. I think it is really pretty. It was super simple to do, and you can use this candlestick pretty much throughout the entire year. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Please be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And again, I want to thank you so much for watching.